welcome to this episode of InConversation. Today we have with us Mr. Shekhar Mishra, a hardcore banker who has spent almost 3 decades of his life in bank, starting from a public sector entity to HDFC Bank. He has been in different role and now he heads the RTFX department, which deals in foreign currency, and day in and day out he's there to help people who require or use foreign currencies in their life. So welcome Shekhar ji, and for the viewers, we would like to know, when there is remittance, most of the time people say that banks charge a heavy amount for remittances. Someone's daughter studying abroad, someone's son studying abroad, they have to give a huge amount as a fee for remittance. How it works for our bank, can you explain for our audience on that point?
We have come with a unique product called Full Value, wherein what we assure to the customer is whatever amount he remits from India, the same value will reach the end beneficiary, so that there are no deductions on the way. Now, for these services, sometimes I told you there are $40 charges. These services are being given free of cost at this point in time. And even in future, we are going to price it at a very, very minimum price of 199 rupees for every transaction. This is irrespective of the value of remittance. This will ensure that full money reaches overseas location that is being sent from India, and the customers are put at very least amount of charges. The exchange rate that we offer is quite competitive. The more important is the speed of service. You don't come and send foreign currency a year in advance or 6 months in advance. You need to send it when you want it. And therefore, to ensure that whether the customer comes online or he comes to any of our branches, 5,000 branches in 2,900 cities, the transactions are executed online, real-time basis, and these remittances reach the end destination in time with least amount of charges. With Full Value, it's a game changer. We started first with USA, and now we have extended it to other countries and other currencies, and that will be making a big impact in our customers' life. We are getting a lot of customer appreciation for this innovation at our end.
A lot of the forex revenue for our bank comes from travel. So how have we managed during the pandemic when travel is practically non-existent?
Travel is all travel-related withdrawals from forex are under LRS. So these will include education, travel, donation, gifts, etc., medical treatment. Now, when the travel has stopped, obviously we have seen a decline in the business. But I am happy to tell you that the ease of doing business, the convenience which the customers get, right? So when the lockdown started, obviously all the banks were not working, or they were working with very limited staff. Hours were restricted. The customers were not able to come to the branches, because while the bankers were part of the essential services coming to the branch premises, the customers were confined to their homes and to their homes. So what we enabled was transactions done through digitally, wherein a customers can send money for his travel through online, through net banking, and he can also use his forex card. He can load his forex card online, so for which he has not to come to the bank. People were required to send money for maintenance. People were required to send money for education and fees for universities, which all we had enabled it online.
How have you used the entire existing technology framework to make it easy for a customer? You said net banking is usable and all technologies you can use. So would you like to say something more on this, on the technology use and our readiness to it?
The idea behind any product innovation at our end is when we bring a world-class product with minimum amount of changes in our existing processes, because the new process or new technology will make the customers uncomfortable. When I say customers, it is both my internal customer, which are the branches, and the external customers for which we are all employed in the bank. What we did it, for example, when it came to remittance, the question was that why can't these remittances be sent through net banking? We had an existing process of doing a fund transfer through UPI or IMPS or NEFT or RTGS. We kept the platform same. The look and feel of the entire process was same. You could add a beneficiary, the money could be sent abroad, and backend way, obviously it does not work like the way an RTGS works or a NEFT works through RBI server. So we designed a drop on the floor process, and we ensured that the customer's instruction is what we were looking forward to, is downloaded centrally, checked as per external regulations and guidelines, and then these transactions are uploaded and the money can be sent overseas through SWIFT system. When it comes to bank guarantee, there was another product which we have launched called Instant Bank Guarantee. Customers are with the increase in economy, a lot of tenders are getting opened up. A lot of people will have to give bank guarantees for constructions, for road projects, for bridges. Even individuals have to give guarantees for admission into medical colleges, engineering colleges for their children. So this was taking a much longer time for us to issue a bank guarantee at branches. We have designed the entire process, keeping in mind that when the customer comes to the branch in flat 3 hours time, we have to hand over the bank guarantee. We are one of the unique branches in the country. And when I say unique bank is because every single branch in the country is enabled to hand over a bank guarantee to the customers in 3 hours time. Again, the process was very simple. The branch is the front end of the customers. They take the request. We have automated a lot of systems and processes. For example, BG weighted. We already have pre-weighted text. There is centralized processing and checking happening. Limits are being set up against the fixed deposit which are taken as margin, and the guarantees are issued. We have also enabled the branches to print the bank guarantees and hand over to the customer, as well as transmit it through the SFMS system. The difficulty is how do you ensure that every time you meet this process or meet this TAT? Well, the robust process and the teamwork, which is between the branch, the RTFX, operations, and treasury is what we enable this to the customers at the end. The other thing was, and I would like to mention, for example, for every remittance, be it an overseas remittance or you want to load a forex card or you want to buy a currency, foreign currency, what we have is a Form A2, which is traditional reading for last 30, 40 years or maybe more than that. We found that this form has to be filled up every time the customer makes mistakes. He has to refer to old form. Sometimes the forms don't have adequate space to mention the SWIFT code, IBA number, beneficiary account details, address. So we have designed an editable PDF format wherein the customers can fill it up, take a printout, and sign it and give it to us. In subsequent remittances, the beneficiary details remain the same. What changes is the amount of guarantee, the amount of remittance, and the date of remittance. He edits that, takes a printout and gives to us, or sends a scan copy to us, and we process the transaction. The core forte of us has been how do we render the services in the least possible time at every single branch in the country. And I repeat again, we don't have a main branch. Every single branch is as important as any other branch in the country. Every single customer is as important. And for every transaction, we have to ensure that it is compliant and it is done within the defined TAT at the prices which are one of the most reasonable in the market.
Thank you so much for sharing all these insights, and we hope that our customers across the globe and within the country, from Kargil to Kanyakumari, from Assam to Gujarat, everyone benefits from all the services, zero fee transactions that we provide for foreign currency, and make maximum use of the unique technology based foreign exchange services which HDFC Bank provides to the customers. Thank you, Shekhar. Thank you very much once again.